What is up, everybody? We are back here playing some more of the Smuggler's Copter format. This is kind of my take on Abzan Greasefang. I've seen a lot of people post their takes on Twitter, and I've seen a couple of lists, and this is kind of where I want to be. So, Smuggler's Copter, obviously very, very good. Can we ban that person? Maybe time him out? Can we not say stuff like that? But anyways, yeah, I think Stitcher Supplier is where I want to be, because with Smuggler's Copter, you do need more bodies to crew it, and typically the Greasefang decks don't have a ton of ways to, they just don't play a ton of cheap bodies for Smuggler's Copter, and Supplier does kind of seem like the perfect one, where you get to, you want to self-mill, you want to try and find vehicles for Greasefang, and it just kind of does make a little bit of sense with that. Rest of the deck is pretty standard stuff: Thoughtseize, Informant, Grisly Salvage, the 8 vehicles, Greasefang. I'm choosing to play a couple Traverses here. I don't know if this is right. Maybe these should be Vessels, maybe these should be something else. 2 Bitter Triumph, another discard outlet. That's a relatively new card, but it is very, very good in this deck. And then 1 Murderous Rider to kind of pair with the Traverse to be able to traverse for a removal spell. Sideboard is kind of an interesting one here. Something I saw, I believe it was one of the recent RCs that happened. There was somebody who had, I think, 4 copies of this card in their sideboard, or maybe 3 sideboard, 1 main. And I don't know, it does kind of look interesting. Where, in the mirror match, you get to exile their graveyard. If they sweep your battlefield, you get to put a bunch of counters on it. Gain life, scry 2. This card just seems like it could be pretty good. It's mostly there for Phoenix in the Mirror, but and then additional threats in the form of Doom Whisper and Shieldred when you're playing against a lot of graveyard hate. Path for Convoke, Fatal Push for aggressive decks and Copter, Mosswood Dread Knight for the grindy matchups, same with Boat. You'll notice this deck has a lot of ways to sideboard into additional threats in the face of having a lot of graveyard hate. So, in the post-board games, this deck almost transforms into a different deck, which I kind of like that approach. But yeah, let's see how it does. Would an evolution be better than Traverse? Maybe, but Traverse is nicer on the mana curve. It being a 1-drop is pretty important. Yeah, they're very, very different. You need material for evolution. It's kind of clunky, but Traverse is kind of hard to turn on, maybe, because we're not playing any enchantments. So we have creature, sorcery, artifact, instant, artifact. Yeah, I guess it's relatively spread out. Yeah, this hand looks totally fine. Totally respectable. I'm not going to cast the Traverse on one. Sneak 2 Eldritch Evo in there since the creature count is up. Yeah, that is kind of a good point. By adding Stitcher Supplier, it does give you a higher density of creatures for evolution. So there's definitely something to be, the kind of the way that I look at it, right, is if you kind of figure, these cards are all locked in. You're never going to cut a single copy of this card, these 28. So it's what do you want to do with these last 11 flex spots? Because I think is that fair to say that this deck has roughly 11 flex spots? And these are, basically all locks. It's kind of the way that I look at it. But I do kind of like Mardu, too. Mardu is nice. I was a pretty big fan of when I played Mardu. Wayfinder? Yeah, Wayfinder's kind of the same thing as Supplier, but it's 2 mana versus 1. But they're similar cards, yeah. Why is Informant a lock? Well, it enables your turn 3 Greasefang draws. This is going to sound crazy, but in this deck specifically, I think Informant is better than Copter. That might be oh, fuck, we are so dead. I have never been deader. Chat, I am in danger. I am in danger. This is not good. It's a Talpa jump scare. Oh, Jago, did you send me the deck list yet? I didn't see it in the Discord. Or maybe it did. I got Richard. No, I didn't see Ojago's yet. But yeah, whenever you have the list, if you could just send it to me, either in the Discord or Twitch DMs, whatever's easier for you. Commander Staples Italpa. Oh. Right, that also makes sense. Wait, no. Oh, right. I forgot that was a card. Do they have lifelink? Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. I mean, honestly, without lifelink, I could probably win this game. Like, dead ass. I think. So we go crew here. Crew here. Send both. Copy cat token. Play second Chariot. 100% on Atraxa stuff as well. Yeah, but they don't have a Delve creature yet, though, right? So we're kind of vibing. As long as they don't get lifelink, we should be okay. Now, granted, they could just put like a lifelink thing in the graveyard and we're super dead. But if we can dodge lifelink for like 1 or 2 turns, we definitely can still win this game. Yeah, they may not have... Well, I mean, at this point, they don't really need the Soul Flare anymore, right? They just have this big idiot. Oh, it's just lethal next turn, huh? But it doesn't have Trample, so I can chump block with Copter. I didn't realize this thing was just lethal. Okay, 4/4 Hexproof. Okay, now we die. Fuck. Now we are dead. Unless I can draw Bitter Triumph to kill the Atraxa, maybe? Magmatic Galleon. Yeah, we need to be playing the new boat. Alright, Didge. Didge. Okay, Flanker to exile the graveyard. I don't think we need to be on any of the sideboard plan. I just want to keep my main deck as kind of tight as possible. Do this. Kind of want to keep Traverse for Murderous Rider, just so I have another answer to resolve the Atraxa. It's probably okay. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, too. Even if I killed the Atraxa, they would just get lifelink on the Scavengers, and then I'd be just mega dead. Yeah, I'm going to play Standard next season, whenever we get the RCQ season started. Against my better judgment. Although I have heard that Standard is good. Haven't played myself, but I've heard good things. I have a question. Are Cauldron decks not a thing anymore since everyone's going to be packing Artifact 8 for Copter? I mean, honestly, Park Mania, they weren't really a thing before Copter anyways. There wasn't really like a... There wasn't really a truly good Cauldron deck in Pioneer. I think, like, maybe the most impressive one that we played was Prime Speaker Vanifar, but I have not tried Vanifar since... I have not tried Vanifar since the ban announcement. Maybe it's good. Next season being standard, more people will be playing it on Moto. I hope so. I really hope so. Do we go for broke? Do we believe that there is a Parhelion in the top 5 cards of our library? I think I'm not going to do that. It's the high roll play. Vanifar does get to play creatures for the Copter puzzle. I love how they use that terminology. It's not really a puzzle. Oh, God. Well, they didn't play a black source, so we can't get turn 2 Soul Flared. Good chance they have Bitter Triumph. Come on. Should have gambled, I guess. Should have gambled, I guess. Yeah, get absolutely punished. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, always gamble. Always gamble. The puzzle is, which cards do I cut for the 4 copters? Yeah, that is a good point. That's a hard question to answer. Any consideration for grapple with the past over Grisly? No. Well, I mean, salvage does the same thing, right? What is the benefit of playing? Oh, like if they kill... No, it's not worth it. This deck just wants to look at the most amount of cards. For sure. This deck is just a numbers game, and this has 5 is the biggest number that you can get for that type of effect. I could salvage for an Informant. I can also just salvage for Parhelion. That doesn't really matter, right? Double Strike, Haste, Vigilance. That's it? 4/4 Double Strike, Haste, Vigilance? Alright, sure. Maybe I should block before it has Trample. Sing with pain. Discard. Crew. Done. Attack. What's up, Agent? Take a million. Alright, game 3. Game tree. Wayfinder can only take lands in a sorcery speed, though it can crew. Right, yeah, I would never want to cut salvage for Wayfinder. You could potentially play Wayfinder over Supplier if you wanted to, because like I think Wayfinder is definitely a better card than Supplier, but it costs 2 mana versus 1, and that definitely does matter. This hand sucks, right? Keepable. Back Stinky Pathway. I really don't like the pathways in this deck. I don't like pathways in any deck, to be honest. Did I board out the Can't Stay Aways? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. Maybe I shouldn't have. See, now it's like, what 2-drop do you play here? Do you play Copter or do you play Salvage? If I play Copter, I can crew with Supplier next turn. Like, the higher upside play is Salvage, right? I think it's just Salvage. This is close, though. Last weekend, I killed 2 people with Millennium Calendar and Modern. Is that like the 1,000 counters thing? I'm going to go with Salvage. Not sure if it's right. I'm going to go with Salvage. As a Pioneer gamer, what is keeping Colossus down? It's just too slow. Colossus needs haste. I want to try a version of Colossus with the 2-mana red artifact that gives haste, but it's just too slow. Okay. What's nice about this is we get the chump block with Supplier, and then see what we mill off Supplier before we make a decision on Salvage. Well, even Cloakist... Oh, they didn't attack. That's actually kind of smart. It's very smart. Greasefang. I mean, what do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? Did you know that Magic is an easy game? Did you guys know that Magic is the easiest game in the world? I don't know if you knew that. Good thing I cast that Salvage, huh? How did yesterday's decks do? We didn't really play, like, any structure. We kind of just, like, played on vibes. I would recommend going back to watch the VOD, but I think of the decks that we played, the most impressive were Gruul and the 4-color Greasefang deck. I really like that 4-color Greasefang deck that we played. Exhibit A by Copter Bad and Abzan. I mean, if I just didn't have a Salvage, it would have been pretty good. Oh. Well, I guess we're still dead, right? Double Strike, Flying, Haste, Indestructible, Trample, Vigilance. But no lifelink. So just take 8. Okay. Dude, the Thoughtseize myself for lethal is so good. I love those lines. They're playing, like, Soul Flare with Urborg Scavengers. Their deck is sweet. Not sure how good it is, but it is sweet. You see the doctors are about to arrive. Alright, 1-0. Who's the better graveyard deck? A hand without white mana, huh? God, this hand is so good if we can find white mana. Should I cut Willful for Burning Tree and Mono Green? Probably, yeah. Especially if you're playing Vivian. I want to keep this. If we miss, we still have double Thoughtseize. I'm going to keep it. It's, like, not that bad if we miss. We can at least Thoughtseize them on 2, and then maybe Greasefang them on 4. Yeah, salvage. This hand's good at salvage, too. Ayo. Okay, well, their hand sucks now. Cool. Good hand. You know for a fact I'm going to draw white mana, too. It's kind of like white mana. Holding up Triumph doesn't make a lot of sense, though. Because they're not going to main phase the Careful Cultivation. So I think I'm just going to Thoughtseize them. Now, do I let them have the Careful Cultivation so I have a target for Bitter Triumph? I'm thinking about taking Transmogrify. And they go Land Pass. I go Land Pass, they Careful. I go Triumph, discard Chariot. I think I like that. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. Okay, very, very lucky, too. White source is perfect. Make a token. We do this here. Hopefully they didn't draw land for Fable. Okay. We have a game. We do, in fact, have a game. Maybe not. Perhaps we don't have a game. Maybe we don't have a game after all, chat. They could rip a removal spell for Greasefang, I guess. They kind of have to right now. Greasefang is gonna Greasefang. They discarded Fable Duress. Okay, so we know they have Chariot. Do we have Lethal through an Atraxa? So let's assume they go attack, sack treasure, transmog. I could trade. Yeah, I guess trading is good, right? So that cuts them off transmog. And they can turn on Fatal Push either way. So I might as well block. It's just way better if they have transmog. Okay, well, they obviously don't have transmog, so they would have just done that first. Alright, show me the push. Show me the push. Combat. They do have it. Alright, touche. If I attack, they just block with Chariot. I think we're maybe losing this game now. I thought I was drawing well, but it seems like they maybe have drawn a little bit better than we did. After their... Whose keep was worse, though? I think their keep is probably worse than mine. I mean, I guess I do this. Just, like, trade shit off the board. Gonna play a Chariot anyways. You drew another removal spell? I guess not. Okay. Fable copy Chariot. Let's go. Yeah, their keep was their keep was kind of awful. So I guess you could argue that they've drawn better than we have, because they needed to draw better. Our hand at least had 2 castable spells. They had like 1.5. They're not playing Normal Gen. They're playing Transmogrify. All right. Well, you know, it's fine. Combat. Target Parhelion. This. Do you want to clear the Chariot? No, because they have Giganta. Yeah, I'm good with that. Just send in Parhelion. Bring back Copter, send a message. Could. I can crew Chariot next turn to make a copy of an Angel. No, that's odd. We notably still do not have lethal through an Atraxa, if they can find Transmogrify. Or if they hardcast Atraxa. Yeah, that makes sense. We may not be in the best position here. Would they hit? They hit Transmog, Fable, Thoughtseize, Chariot, Land. Okay. Draw away to discard. Would we have lethal through Atraxa? They go to 10, they block Parhelion, they take 16, okay. No removal is good. Oh, well, we have it wrapped up. Can't stay away Raffine's Informant to discard Parhelion, so we have it wrapped up. Yeah, we already have a way to discard. So they have to find a removal spell. And they didn't have one last turn. They can Transmogrify Grease. They could do that. That is a play, yeah. They have to, right? Instead, they are enchanting their cat token with Careful Cultivation. So we know their hand is Chariot, Transmog, Pathway. So we know their entire hand. I think. Do they play the Pathway after they Giganta? I can't remember. It gives a reach. It's still not enough for them to survive. It's still short. No, it doesn't save them. Right? I don't think it saves them. Is there any reason not to attack with Chariot? I don't think so. Just to make an extra flyer. But no, I don't think it matters. Copy here. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that Careful Cultivation gave reach. That's pretty funny. All right, Jund Transmogrified. Does their deck sideboard Leyline? I have no idea. It could. I'm not sure I want a ton of cards in the sideboard here. Maybe Pushes to help fight against Transmogrify. Rider's good. Could shave on... No, I don't want to shave on Chariot. Could shave on Copter again. Shave on Supplier. Let's go, like, Copter. Let's do 2 Fatal Push. It's not a card that I want to draw a ton of, but it is somewhat decent at fighting over Transmogrify. So then we have 2 Push, 2 Triumph, 1 Rider. I think that's, like, a good number. Potty Tall, thank you very, very much for the 11-month resub. Welcome back, Potty Tall. Thank you so much. Doom Hype in the chat. Underutilized emo chat. Can we get a Doom Hype spam going? Don't think I'm going to keep this. No black mana. No bueno. Okay, well, they revealed Giganta, so we know they cannot have Leyline. Alright, this is a good 5. Do it like this, right? Rude. Thoughts? I'm not going to do that. I mean, I can beat a Chariot. Told me think about it. Well, I did. Sure I can beat a Chariot? Maybe not. Yeah, they mulled the 6 as well. But can I beat the World Tree? No. You didn't draw Fable, did you? You didn't draw Fable, did you? Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is there any merit to, like, slow rolling the land? I don't think it changes much, and maybe they think that I didn't draw land. I actually don't think it changes a single thing. Okay, well. So now we have to dodge Atraxa. Told me think about it, well, I did. This song is really good. So you go to 5. Later on, Mind Rot. Well, I mean, if they drew Go Blank, then I was fucked anyways, right? I guess if they drew Go Blank, I could have kept Greasefang, but I probably still would have kept land anyways. Well, I know Informant attack. They just crew a Chariot. They just eat it for free. How long was my Moto update hung for? Mine is doing the same now. It only took like 5 minutes. Not that much at all, Def Jad. Alright, what'd they hit? They have to hit Fatal Push to survive, which they did not. Yeah, no removal. So we should win. Opponent put Atraxa into play twice and still died both games. Very pog. When cube. So the cube for charity event is going to start on December 26th at 11 p.m. Eastern. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream that night or if I'm going to take that night off and just do... I'm either going to start at 11 p.m. and stream... See, the thing is, I don't want to stay up super late. I think the plan might just be not stream at night, wake up early, and then stream for like 14 hours. I'm going to try to stream for 14 hours both days. So the 26th, 11 p.m., don't stream that night, wake up at 8 a.m., stream for 14, go to bed at 10, wake up at 8 a.m. again, stream for another 14 hours. I think that'll be the plan. No! 3. Fuck, now they're not dead. I spoke too soon. Shit. What do I do now? Traverse for a basic, play land. Hope to rip land for can't stay away. I might lose this game. When am I getting into Atlanta on Thursday? I think my flight's at like noon or something. I think it's noon. Damn, did not think I was going to lose this one. So, we know they have Transmogrify, right? They chose Atraxa, Chariot, Thoughtseize, Careful, Blightstep. They put Atraxa in their hand, but they didn't choose Transmogrify. Huh. Did they take a volley? No. Atraxa, Chariot, Thoughtseize, Careful, Blightstep pathway. Yeah, they chose Seize, which they cast last turn. They cast the Thoughtseize last turn. I'm just thinking if I want to double block this. Atraxa, Chariot, Careful, Pathway. Which they played the Pathway last turn. Why are they attacking? Maybe they drew Fatal Push. I'm trying to think. If I don't block, they go to 10. Next turn, I go Rip Land 5. Can't stay away this. Discard Parhelion, Crew. 4 Angels Parhelion. They block Parhelion, go to 17, take 16. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. No blocks is also probably death. Oh, they couldn't take Transmogrify because of Thoughtseize, sure. But they might have another one in hand. I don't know how many Atraxas they play, though, because they put the second Atraxa in their hand. Don't they usually only play 2? But if they only had 2, why would they put that in their hand, right? Okay, that makes sense. I could have sworn list that I saw only had like 2 or 3. Don't think that's going to be enough. Sure wish I could take the rider and the land, huh? They put Thoughtseize, Terra Sunder, Soak and Sun, Careful Cultivation. Alright, let's go to game 3. Let's just go to game 3. Yeah, they did, in fact, not lose the second game where they put Attrax into play on turn 4. But they will lose the third one. Or they just won't put Attrax into play on turn 4 again. They could also do that. Fable, Volley, Thoughtseize. My hand does not really care about Volley, so it's Fable or... My hand doesn't... Well... My hand does kind of care about Thoughtseize, right? Yeah. Turn 3 Greasefang and turn 3 Attrax are acceptable, but turn 3 Geo is not. Yeah. When you put it that way, I guess. When you put it that way. Give me a second Thoughtseize off this. Second Thoughtseize goes Brazy. Yeah, turn 4 Inverter, too good. Turn 3 Greasefang, that's fine. Okay. I mean, it's nice that they can't tap out for Fable this turn. That is good for us. Sure. So, Ground, Volley, Mirrex, Fable. Alright, don't Attrax me, please. Surely you didn't also draw Transmogrify. Surely. I guess those other combos do require more cards, more setup. Okay. So we still know about Stomping Ground, Rending Volley. Well, I mean... I guess we're just going to keep doing this. Perhaps I should have crewed with the Informant. No, I'm pretty happy if they spend the volley on Informant, right? I think I'm okay with that. I'm just going to make more cats. Is the Confluence that needed? Not necessarily. But I kind of like it. We'll smooth the mana base a little bit. Jonas_Franz_Kong. Thank you for the 2-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you very much for that 2 months prime. I'll keep the untapped one. Yeah, Abzan cats. Where's our Brimaz? This should be an honorary Brimaz deck. You better believe I'm blocking with this Chariot, because I do not care if you kill it. Oh, I'm blocking. They discarded Atraxa. What is this? Are they just dead? I think they're dead. Because they've already played a land. Greasefang, get that back. So this blocks Parhelion. They go to 16. This blocks Parhelion. This blocks a cat. They take 2, 4, 6. Exactly 16. It's funny how math works, huh? It's really funny how math works. Alright, you're dead. 16, baby. Go to 0. Math is nice. Math is for the Atraxa players. Easy. I don't know if it's just me, but my hands have looked really good. I love the deck title, Soda Master. Wait, there's no Smuggler's Copter? Isn't this like a really good Smuggler's Copter deck? You can also rebuy Copter with Paragon. That's kind of sick. Yeah, I would just cut like I think the deck looks fine. I would trim like an ECD, a Wanderer, and 2 holes maybe for 4 Copter, but you should definitely be playing Copter in this deck for sure. Does it solve the puzzle of having creatures? Yes, it does in fact have creatures. Should take Phoenix, right? I mean, I don't want them casting Phoenix. Do we salvage or Copter here? Kind of interesting. Do I care about Thoughtseize? No, but like, do I care about the second Triumph? Maybe I care more about the second Triumph than the Thoughtseize. I could see that. Part of me kind of just wants to jam Copter. Because I kind of want more information on my draw step, because I'm not quite sure what I want to salvage for, if that makes sense. Like, if I, you know what I mean? If I, like, depending on what I draw next turn, that could change my opinion on what I want to salvage. Most of the list only have 2 Steam Vents, Seabass. They usually only play 2 Steam Vents. Which is fine, because they play a million cantrips to find to like, cycle through anyways. Okay. Your turn. I mean, if I just don't ever give them targets, they can't cast their spells. I'll just find the 3rd Thoughtseize eventually. Or just beat them with Chariot. Rider, Informant, Supplier. Kind of wanted to just hit a land, honestly. I guess I have Traverse. Is that Delirium, by the way? Sorcery, instant, creature. It is Delirium. Okay, so Traverse is online. There's the 3rd Thoughtseize. And F&M, I could just take the Thoughtseize, but unfortunately here I can't. Having a guaranteed land 4... It's probably just Informant, right? Yeah, I think it's Informant. It's more pressure that way, which is why I kind of like the Informant better than the Supplier. It's like, if I play Informant and... I guess I'm probably not going to crit the Copter this turn. It's a good draw. We should play around Spell Pierce, I guess. I can get any land in my deck. I guess Informant's better, because if I draw a land off Informant, then I don't need the Traverse for one. Yeah, this was stupid. I guess I'm going to get Takenuma. Yeah, because if I do draw a land off Informant, then I can keep the Takenuma in hand. I think that makes sense. Okay, not going to crew into the Fatal Push. Just no reason to. I will attack you. Why not do the inverse since we are auto-pitching Parhelion? Yeah, no, I mentioned that after I cast the Traverse, I immediately said I probably should have Raffine Informant first. That was a mistake for sure. Right, you're gonna have to kill these things at some point. Like, maybe now. Can't just, like, not cast your removal spells and die to my random idiots. Or not. Sure. Bitter Triumph. I mean, no reason to crew, right? Just go to combat. Attack. In German, it's Bitterer Triumph. Is it really? Like Wilder Nicatl? Wilder Nicatl. Is it pronounced like Wilder? Wilder Nicatl? In German, I assume it's like Wilder. Rider or Informant? Oh, there's an Informant. Yeah, Wilder. Or Wilder? Or Wilder. 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 I gotta brush up on my German. It's an interesting draw step. Well, not really. So they use the Fatal Push, right? So we know Triumph, Phoenix, 2 unknowns. Is this the turn that I want to crew? Because we only know about 1 removal spell. No. I'm just gonna attack. Like, why play into their stuff, you know? We have plays. It's not like we're time walking ourselves. We'll just keep doing this. Guess we missed the Merfolk 5-0. No, we got the 5-0. Refresh, maybe? If you put a big Gamba on it. I did pay out the Gamba correctly, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Trophy? Yeah, I paid out the Gamba correctly. If you don't have your points, maybe refresh. You gotta be worried there for a second. Because I lost all of mine? Nah, there's no way. Chat's gaslighting me again. No refunds. So we still know Triumph Phoenix. Alright, your turn. Chat, why are you gaslighting me? Oh, you were a doubter. Okay. Good. So I did pay out the prediction correctly. Consider. Chose Consider. See, like, if they only hold up 2 mana this turn, it's actually kind of nice, because we can just go to combat, Greasefang them, and if they Triumph the Greasefang, we can just use the Greasefang to crew the Chariot. So we actually have a pretty good turn here. This is finally the turn that we can do shit. Okay, I cast the Greasefang card. I proceed to the combat phase. Is blue-black better than blue-red for Phoenix? I'm still not sure. I think they're both very good decks. I will say that I think I've been more impressed with Triumph, Push, and Thoughtseize than the red cards. But I think it's close. It's kind of funny how Triumph was probably better pre-Karn ban, because you needed like you wanted just having a good clean answer to Karn. But now that Karn's no longer in the format, I wonder if it's just not as necessary, if that makes sense. Okay, Greasefang down. I'm even going to crew the Copter, because if they push the Copter instead of the token, that means I get to Chariot to make a copy. Like, now they're just dead. I'll keep the backup Chariot. Take 10, go to 1. They just have no outs, right? I don't know how I won this game. What happened? I guess they just didn't draw any cantrips early. I feel like I was not supposed to win this game. Yeah, the fact that it cost 2 mana is kind of rough. I do agree there. The 2 versus 1 is so much worse than the Phoenix deck. They definitely spent a lot of this game respecting the Greasefang. Now, in their defense, they kind of had to, right? Because if they ever went shields down, I had it the whole game, you know? Like, once we went to turn 4, I had it every single turn. I just never had to go for it. That's, like, the really nice thing about playing. That's, like, another thing that Copter gives you is just more ways to fight through... that game was a perfect example of you have Greasefang, but you just don't have to go for it. You know? And Copter really helps that plan. So, now, question. Is this a matchup where I want to do kind of like a big switcheroo? Because I could honestly bring in my entire sideboard, sans Path of Peril and Skysovereign, and I guess Fatal Push is bad. But, like, these 8 are all kind of reasonable. But the question is, what do we cut? Because, like, sideboarding in a matchup like this is kind of difficult. Probably don't need Can't Stay Away, I think. Rider is kind of whatever, although they do bring in Shieldred. We could shave on Copters. Cut Salvage and Can't Stay Away. You want to cut Salvage? Just be more of a, like, board into more of a mid-range deck. I could see it. It is kind of weird. What is... wait, I guess they have Shieldred. Traverse, maybe? What if we tried this? How does this look like? Does that look like a deck? a deck of cards. We could shave a Parhelion II. Maybe keep in like one Can't Stay Away. Can't Stay Away probably does get better in the grindy, like in the postboard games, where you play one of your big boom booms, and then if they kill it, you can just Can't Stay Away it. Leave a Grisly. Could try that. I want to see how this goes. See how this plan. How do they beat boats? This hand is really good. How do they beat boats? They have Lightning Axe. Or not Lightning Axe, they have Bitter Triumph. I could sideboard in boats over more Parhelions, maybe. Especially if I'm going down to the salvage stuff. Okay, well, this hand's cracked. Milled a Shieldred and a vehicle. Oh, I could turn 2 Shieldred if I draw Can't Stay Away. Or, no, I boarded them out, right? Damn it. Imagine if this salvage was a Can't Stay Away. If only. Has this felt better than Murderous 4-color? Chariot's a hell of a card. Chariot is a hell of a card, I will say that. Oh, it's 3 or less. Never mind, you're right. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, obviously it's not just reanimate. What? I'm sure a lot more people would play it if it was just reanimate anything. I'm gonna play Copter. Don't know if that's right. Yeah, turn 2 Shelly. Works at F&M. Especially if your Can't Stay Aways are foreign. And then it definitely works. No third land. Yeah, that's a good point too, Max. Or Maddox. Impulse is much better against Greasefang than pushes, because they don't really have a good way to turn on Revolt. So their pushes are almost never going to kill Greasefang. It is Bitter Triumph. I kind of don't really care if they Triumph my Copter, because then I could just slam Greasefang. The Copter is almost like bait. Why not slam Grease and double Copter them? Because they just kill the Greasefang before combat. Okay, well. Now I am going to deploy the Greasefang. And then even if they kill the Greasefang, it's not the end of the world, because we can just play Chariot. They do get to connive here, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, we kind of had the read that they had Bitter Triumph. Unfortunate that they had Fatal Push instead, or maybe they had both. We don't know if they didn't have both. Like, they could still have Triumph for sure. Perhaps it's bad to give them the information that I have Greasefang, but what I like about playing the Greasefang this turn is it uses my mana most efficiently. That is kind of nice. Sure. Interesting. So I can Chariot pre-combat. If they have Spell Pierce, then I just go to combat, get Chariot back. And then if not, we just get back Copter, slam for 4. Or slam for a lot more than 4, actually. They may just cast Triumph now, but that's fine. 2 blue. Counterspell? I'm into it. No, this is Triumph. And I'm invincible. It's gotta be Triumph, right? Do you think I'm invisible? If only I was. Alright, Greasefang down. Your turn. They paid life for that one? They did, right? Little do they know. Little do they know. Good chance they end up getting Phoenix back here. So this race is going to be a little tight. They may also find Thoughtseize here. Kind of suck. It's getting late, chat. Alright, bottom has been called. Okay. Take my Parhelion, you won't. They're going to take Greasefang, and I'm just going to draw a third one. How was the Copter with Merfolk? We got a 5-0, Nick. Deck felt pretty sweet. What's up, Nick Cap? Alright, you have resolved your crews. They have to play defense, right? They can hit me for 6, but then I just crack them back for 5. Jesus. Alright, sure. They're at 8. I think they have to play defense here. Not exactly what we are looking for. Do I care about Go Blank? Not really. I'm winning this game with Chariot, not Greasefang. Oh yeah, the Joels did get a 5-0. The Joels did get a 5-0. We need to find a removal spell. If we can find, like, our Bitter Triumph for their Shredder, I don't feel like that in that bad of a position. Yeah, they don't even play the Go Blank, which makes sense. Kind of have to hold up Triumph here. It's probably not going to cut it. Alright, your turn. No, there's really no reason to, because we cut the can't stay aways. Good card, please. Give me a Bitter Triumph. Okay. Alright. Mediocre beatdown plan engaged. Mosswood Dread Knight, sure. We need to draw, like, the Shieldred. Yeah, Shelly goes hard. I mean, I guess we know they have Bitter Triumph. Okay. We're dead next turn. Good. Alright, game 3. Our draw was a little bit better that game. Let's try, like, one boat. One boat over third Parhelion. We're just so much less of a Greasefang deck in the post-board games. And we still have 12 vehicles, which is more than enough for Greasefang. Like, we're less all in on the Parhelion stuff, but we're trying to be more of a mid-range deck, and maybe that's... maybe Supplier's actually bad. What if we did, like... something like this? Second boat? Fuck it, let's try it. Let's see what happens. I have no idea how to sideboard at a matchup like this. It seems really tough. Because they're very, very good at fighting over your Greasefang plan. So you need to, like, maneuver your deck in such a way that you have a capable mid-range deck when you can't Greasefang them, but, like, their mid-range deck is better a lot of the time than yours, so it's just really weird. Besides making room, is there a reason Witherbloom command doesn't make the cut helps with hate cards? Yeah, just no room. That's really all it is. Well, post-board, they have more Richie. They usually have, like, 2 or 3 more answers in the board. Like, game 1, I agree with you. Just shoving on Parhelion makes sense, because that's what your deck does game 1. But, I mean, we have a lot of sideboard cards that just give us the flexibility to kind of board into a more mid-rangey deck. But again, there's, like, the question of, is our mid-range deck better than their mid-range deck? And maybe the answer is no. If you whisper in my doom... Don't you dare spell pierce me. Yeah, no Brotherhood Sun's gonna tough. Bruh! Bruh! Come on, man. Come on, man. It's okay, I can get it back with Greasefang. Yeah, they can have Go Blank at the post-board games, too. Okay. Maybe we'll time them out. Phoenix, push, Slight. What if I just take their cantrip? Like, Fatal Push just does nothing against me, right? I'm gonna take their cantrip. Their hand's not good. They should probably cast one of the pushes here. Yeah. Okay. Don't draw Treasure Cruise, please and thank you. I guess they can't currently cast Cruise. Now they can, if they bin a card hit Cruise. Put a card on top. Top pass, huh? No, to my knowledge, I don't think they can ever trigger Revolt. I'm gonna gamble here and try to rip a land. Think that makes sense? Eh. Well, if they didn't draw exactly Cruise this turn, we can flanker them next turn to get their graveyard. But they like Snap Top, which makes me believe... Bok. Gross. Needed to dodge that for one more turn. Would have been fine. Now we just can't win. Need to dodge that for one more turn. Would have probably would have been fine this game. Or if we had just drawn this for a draw step and I slammed it. Stony Silence. Clock Diff, though. Any Greasefangs? Not quite. So, we know their hand is Fatal Push, Arclight Phoenix, 3 unknowns. Play this. Could also Thoughtseize Copter. Yeah, let's just Thoughtseize Copter. Then we could play the Mosswood next turn. Have to take the Cruise now, because I can't play the Flanker this turn. Could just brick their removal for a little bit. If I just never play creatures, they can't cast their spells. Yep. I am at 12, which is kind of awkward. This fucking prankster's just gonna clock me. 12 turn clock, folks. 12 turn clock. Hi, Mr. Streamer. What's with the interpretation of the specific words of heavy play in the corner of this presentation? That is a sponsor, ! Heavy Play. They have amazing, amazing products. They use this thing called Equip Mag System, which allows you to magnetically attach all of your decks, playmats, bundle everything together, and you can use promo code Doomwake for 10% off your first order. I can go Flanker, hit their Graveyard, Crew, block, but they just push. I'll take one. What's the white card in our hand? Consul's Flanker. I'm going to cast it right now. It's a 3-mana, 3/1 flash. ETB, you choose one. Gain 2, scry 2, hit their graveyard, or put a counter on it for each creature that died this turn. I'm just going to attack with Flanker. Oh yeah, Dive Down. It was a good episode this week. I had a lot of fun. Talked about bans and all that kind of stuff. Traverse. Is that not the creature land? No, this is just a dual land. So we know they have Bitter Triumph, Fatal Push in hand. Like, is it even worth keeping this Doom Whisper? What is my plan here? I guess my plan is Chariot, and in order for me to find Chariot, I have to keep land 4. I could discard Doom Whisper. Is that crazy? I don't think it is. And then just cast this idiot. Yeah, I think this is fine. Why is Doom Whisper in the deck? Yeah, I mean, it's not great against Triumph. Maybe I shouldn't be boarding it in. What the hell is this? Sure. You got it, Chief. You got it, Chief. Doom Wake, discarding Doom Whisperer. This is going to sound weird. This is going to look like a weird play. I mean, I guess they're just going to push it anyways, but whatever. Okay, dude. That's fine. Greasefang. God, I'm so good at this game. They have 2 cards. One's a Phoenix. So let's target the Skysovereign just to hit for 6. We are dead if they can somehow put 2 Phoenixes in their graveyard, but, I mean, it is what it is, right? If only we had Parhelion. If we had Parhelion, we could never lose this game. Make 2 4/4s. I feel like I played this game pretty well. Now they should probably take the flanker, I would assume. But then we could just get back Hearst with Greasefang. Okay. They have no cards in hand. They're 8. Magic is a really hard game. Justin, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. There's no way that my opponent's going to top deck Treasure Cruise, right? They've already gone through... They've only gone through 1. No, they've gone through 2. What do I do here? I think the line is channel Takenuma. Yeah, pick lock for Cruise. If I channel Takenuma, I can pick up Greasefang. Next turn, play Greasefang, get back Hearse, eat 2 Phoenixes. The other line is just play Skysovereign, which, like, that's not that bad either, right? Yeah, draw with Knight, play Knight's reasonable too. But if I play Skysovereign this turn, I could just go draw, play Knight next turn, crew, attack for 6. It's a really tough spot. I think I'm just going to play Skysovereign, actually. Yeah, I only have 1 flanker left in the deck, though. I'm gonna play Skysovereign. You can't get back Hearse with Takenuma. I only have 1 Hearse in my deck, so I have no Hearses left. Okay. Well, there is no difference between 5 and 6. I'm just gonna cast this. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Well, now we can just do it all, huh? Now we can just do it all. Alright, guess this. Jesus. Combat. I can't believe I won this game. Oh boy. What a fucking game that was, dude. Whoo, boy. I feel like I'm playing out of my mind today. Jesus. I don't know, chat, but I feel like I'm playing out of my mind. Justin, again, thank you very, very much for the raid. I am actually level 1. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. We're playing a little bit of Pioneer today. A little Pioneer Copter action. I think Convoke wants it. I tried it in Convoke, and it felt pretty good. This hand is weird. I'm going to keep it, but it's really slow. Yeah, it's not good in Heroic. I'll give you that. It's not very good in Heroic. We ended up going 2-3 with the Magda deck. Lotus Field. When the field is Lotus. This matchup seems kind of tough. We do have Boseiju, which is kind of nice. We can maybe hold up that next turn. Wow, Baral discounting Scrying? Now that's a combo. Okay, my hand looks awful. I can't even play the Swamp to, like, pretend like I don't have the Boseiju. And I think I need to hold up Boseiju. I guess there's I guess they're unlikely to try to copy a Lotus Field this turn. So maybe holding up Boseiju this turn was bad. Hopefully I can draw Greasefang, and the Greasefang gives me a discount on the Boseiju. That'd be pretty sick. Too slow for a Tarka Red. Trapping your creatures to crew rather than attacking isn't good. I disagree. I think it's like the perfect type of card for Mono Red. Because, like, a lot of times your 1-drops get a little bit smaller, and you're more likely for your 1-drop to not be able to attack later in the game. And in those scenarios, you would, like, you're pretty happy to have, what you call it, to have Copter. What's up, Mikey? I guess we pass here, hold up Grisly Salvage, / Boseiju. Harbor the Insult decks. Fine, but not great. They're lacking consistency. They have a lot of power, but they don't have a lot of consistency. It's really good for me they're main phasing this, because that means they're more likely to just main phase copy with stage, and I can go Boseiju Salvage and hopefully buy a turn. Like, if they had just played stage and passed, I would have been in a much worse spot. Now, granted, they didn't know that I had the Boseiju, but, you know. How is Zoetic Glyph? The problem is it's a turn slower. No vehicle, huh? Shit. So, I guess we take Greasefang, hope to rip either Thoughtseize or Informant or Supplier. Okay. That is neither of those. Well, we're probably dead. Is there any way? I mean, I have to crew the Copter and bin the Parhelion, right? So let's go black, white, green. And then hope to maybe rip a Thoughtseize. Tough. Crew a Chariot. Well, I kind of want to get the Greasefang in play, don't I? I guess maybe it's better to get the Chariot in play this turn. And then I could just next turn, yeah, I see what you're saying. Next turn, crew a Chariot. Because this is going to crew the Parhelion anyways. So yeah, maybe you're right. Okay. Looks like their hand is maybe all mana, no payoffs. That... Yeah, let's not do that. So let's just play Chariot. Keeping up Concealed Courtyard for Thoughtseize. So we make cats. We go to combat. Get Parhelion. I guess I can't crew all... Well, yeah, no, we only have to do this. So we go... here and here. Keep up Blooming Marsh. I only have one Boseiju in the deck. I guess it's no different, right? Yeah, there's only one Boseiju in this deck, and I've already used it. Okay. Oh, you're saying Marsh for salvage purposes? Yeah, maybe that's better. Like 7. Yeah. Not that Boseiju would matter here anyways, because they already have 2 fields. Alright, don't kill me, please. Please, with peace and love, don't kill me. I feel like I'm probably dead, though. Sure. What is this? I'm good. I'm good. You can figure it out. Okay, this matchup is atrocious. We just don't have any sideboard cards either. We have nothing, right? Do we want to bring in Fatal Push because they showed us Brawl? Almost no way, right? How is Blue-Red Phoenix in this new meta? Very good. Phoenix is, I would say, on average, extremely good against most of the Copter decks. Yeah, they don't have that many Brawls. Yeah, I guess we can cut, like, a Triumph for a Shelly, or cut the Rider, rather. Triumph is probably a little bit better since it's more mana efficient. They're both bad, don't get me wrong. But we can, like, more likely double spell with Triumph. This hand is... I actually think it might be a keep. We get, what, 3 shots at a Black Source? No. Yeah, 3 shots at a Black Source. Punk is not dead. Thank you for the 28 months. Welcome back. When is Doom Whisperer good? When you need to whisper some dooms. She Murderous on my rider till I have lifelink. She riding on my murder till I lifelink. No. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Alright, drop Parhelion. Nope. Not quite. I mean, it's good enough. I could have gone for the high roll salvage. Maybe that was better. Could have maybe gone for the high roll there. Why would you simply not salvage? Because you can miss. What happens if you miss? Perilous Voyage. Alright, resolves. Got it, Chief. Well, I need black mana. Black, green, white. Cast this card. Combat. Crew. Deck. Alright, don't kill me, please. Or don't wrath me. Parhelion isn't an OTK anyways. You should give Big Gab on the second hit to the carrot. Yeah, I agree. I think for the most part, like, if Parhelion dealt them 20 damage, maybe you could justify gambling on the first one. But, like, exactly. You hit them for 13, you still have to find a way to find a second one, even if you, like, high roll the Parhelion. Now, there are matchups where that maybe that's different. Like, if your opponent is presenting blockers, maybe you're more, like, Convoke, for example, and you need flying attackers. Maybe you're more likely to want to go for a Parhelion first to make sure you have... There's matchups where it's different, but I don't think this is one of those matchups. Well, this is Traverse for Swamp, turn 2 Raffine's Informant, turn 3 Greasefang, so I don't think I'm allowed to mulligan. Opponent mulled to 5. Very pog. Go to 4 if you want. What is Doom Whisper for? It's for the grindy matchups. So, I know I drew land, which would normally look good, but I'm only playing 1 basic. So it's actually kind of awkward. Yeah. Thankfully, my opponent's hand is terrible. Uh-oh, we need a land. We need a land. Please give me a land. Well, they mulled the 5, Dono. Yeah, the classic 1 basic. I mean, it really is a skill issue. Drawing the basic seems like a very clearly a skill issue to me. Yeah, we can Supplier for Delirium. Or not. Or we could not hit Delirium. Dude, imagine me losing this game. Imagine. Oh no, not like this. I kind of deserve to lose this game, to be honest. Because this was definitely avoidable. Okay. I want more black mana. Okay, well now they have to kill me next turn, which is doable for sure. Certainly doable. Alright, don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. Just concede. Don't do it. Misplay drawing the 1 of basic. Yeah, it's a skill issue. Like, you could just not draw the basic, you know? White mana. Uh-oh. That's scary. Okay. Got 1 card in hand. Is this Sakama territory? It is Sakama territory. Well... And this thing blows up enchantments? Well, shit. It also gains 3 life. So they use this mana to go to 8. Okay. 3 card types currently in the graveyard. So... if I just go to combat, get Parhelion back, crew with Greasefang, force them to disenchant, we send everything. They then have 1 Lotus Field left over, go to 11, block Angel, take 8, go to 3. They're at 3. We take 9 next turn. They can go to 9, or they can go to 6 and pop the Parhelion. Oh, they can just bolt the Greasefang too. Sure. I guess I guess we just go to combat and see what they do. They're letting me go to combat. I'll target Parhelion. And I will crew it. So I guess their plan is deal 3, pop the Parhelion. This is going to be my last league. Okay. So send everything. Send everything. They go to 11. Block here. Go to 3. I have to send everything. Because if I don't attack, they can just bolt the Greasefang. This forces them to gain life, which is good. Oh. It's the same thing. I guess it's the same thing as them gaining life, sure. Not killing the Greasefang. Well, now I have Delirium. I don't know what I'm getting, but I'll cast it. Imagine boarding... Oh my god, fucking hell, I got punished. I got punished for boarding out the fucking Murderous Rider. God damn it. Ah, fuck, dude. Oh, not like this. Not like this. If I just had the fucking Murderous Rider in my deck, I couldn't lose this game. Oh, no. I didn't know they were going to board this in. I had no fucking clue. Alright, go. Oh, God. I can't believe I'm going to lose this game. Alright, take 9. How do they beat Shieldred Crew Copter? Well, they can just pop the Copter, Levi. They can just disenchant the Copter with the Sakama. That's like an insane draw step, too. You think there's any chance they deal damage to the Greasefang if I just, like, go to combat? Yeah, they can also gain life for the Shieldred. How the fuck do I win this game? There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. So, because I have to play Shieldred this turn, I think I probably should just play Shieldred pre-combat, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's play Shieldred pre-combat. Well, the unfortunate part about this is now they can just kill the Greasefang, which maybe they wanted to do anyways. What if I targeted the Copter? And then I can crew the Copter with Shieldred Supplier. Actually, I think that's better. Yeah, I think I like getting back the Copter here. I have 4 lethal attackers. Well, they can gain 6, right? Like, if I crew the Copter with Shieldred, crew the Copter with Supplier, I have 4 lethal attackers, but they just gain 6, go to 9. Oh, right. If they gain 6, they block a 4/4, they take 10, right? What if they disenchant plus gain 3? Disenchant here, gain 3. Then they still die, right? Yeah, I just crew with Shieldred Supplier. Have 4 attackers. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. So I guess they put themselves dead? Should they have killed the Greasefang then? I don't know. Maybe they were supposed to kill the Greasefang? Yeah, I think they were supposed to kill the Greasefang. Because that doesn't give me the second Copter. Damn, insane game. Insane game. Informant go to combat was always lethal. Was it? No, because don't they just kill the Greasefang? Oh, but then I just play second Greasefang, and if they use the second bolt, then I have 3 lethal attackers. Or, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have 2 lethal attackers. They have to bolt the Greasefang twice, then I attack with both of these. Okay, sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I missed that too. Well, I didn't see that one the first. I saw the Shieldred go to combat line. I didn't see the Raffine's Informant line. They can gain life on upkeep? No, because they're taking lethal in combat. They're not getting an upkeep step. All right, 5-0 prediction. All these matches have been 3 games. Okay, trophy prediction. I'm going to restart the client. Trophy prediction is now live, chat. Let me just restart real quick. Can we get a 3rd trophy today? Damn. I'm on fire, huh? I am on fire today. Traverse for Black Source. Turn 2 Salvage. I'm in. Yorion Elves. Could be. I know Ben was playing Yorion Elves. Will it last for more than a few weeks, or do you think Copter is Pio endgame / reban territory? I don't know. I mean, I've been playing it. I've only been playing Smuggler's Copter decks, so I maybe have a different opinion on it than other people do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be kind of shocked if they didn't reban it. I'm getting to that point. It's fair. It is fair, but it's like just every single deck plays it, and that was the entire reason why it got banned in the first place. But there's also a possibility that maybe this is just like a honeymoon period, you know? Where this is not going to become the new norm. Should I main phase this? Yeah, I think I should. They could be playing some kind of weird counter spells. Okay. I mean, that's the reason to not main phase it, is so you don't tell them that they're dead, but I'm going for it. They're printing Lightning Helix to deal with it? True. I'm not going for it. They just have nothing? I like them having nothing. It's good for me. Alright. Good luck. They did shock. Oh, they shocked just to make them... Yeah, come on, man. You're gonna shock there, and you're gonna think that I'm gonna play her on anything? Do you not know who I am? Do you not know my name? Alright, blue-white control. What are we, -2 life, Keck W. Very unique Pioneer experience. The disrespect. Yeah, never in a million years. Okay, Big Big's coming in. Dread Knight's coming in. We call this Plan B. You don't want to save Triumph to kill their Planeswalkers? I guess we have the Murderous Rider that we can traverse for. This is probably not a can't stay away matchup because they're going to have a lot of Rest in Pieces. It's kind of funny that we don't have a single answer to Rest in Peace in this deck. Is that wild? I didn't even think about that. That's probably not a good idea. How did the red Copter list go? Which one, Vinny? Gruul? I 5-0'd with Gruul. Yeah, I have 1 Boseiju, which... I mean, I can't traverse for Boseiju when they have Rest in Peace, so you just have to draw it. Our answer is mostly just Copter Chariot, yeah, just playing a fair game. What do you want to add, though? Is Flanker good against sweepers? So, my theory is that if we're playing kind of this more of a mid-range game, also just like a Flash Threat is kind of nice. But if we're playing this more kind of mid-range game, like being able to hold up Flanker, if we have Chariot and a bunch of tokens, then if they Wrath us, we can go just make a giant Flanker. It does scry too. It's not that it has no text. I could see 1 or 2 copies. I don't know what I'd cut. Probably shave on Supplier. I'm going to try trimming on Supplier and playing 2 Flankers. I want to see how this card performs in this matchup. This is more of just like a testing kind of thing. I don't know if it's good, but I want to at least like have it and draw it in a game. Well, my keep. We have the we have the out to Rest in Peace, which is pretty funny. I hope they kept 6 lands Rest in Peace. Playing Esper. We have no idea. My opponent cast no spells game 1 Tonber. They just died. They played a Raffine's Tower, a Hallowed Fountain, and then scooped. Okay. It's a good draw. Yeah, turn 2 Shock and Fountain Scoop. Now, this one, do I want to main phase? Do I really care if they counter it? Not really. I mean, maybe, but I'm not going to main phase it. Main phasing it's maybe worse if they have Rip. Although, if they play Rip, yeah, no, because if they play Rip, I want to Boseiju this turn. I'll just do this. Take Dread Knight. Well, it's weird, right? Oh yeah, we take Dread Knight, because they have to take Greasefang now that we hit the Parhelion. Yeah, we take Dread Knight. I was going to say, if I take Dread Knight, they just take the... Or if I take the Informant, they just take this, and we don't have a way to bin Parhelion, but we spike Parhelion off this. Now they have to take the Greasefang. True. Canister is so right. Dinner with Chad. Thank you very much for the 2-month resub. Welcome back. Uno land. Second Greasefang. This deck probably should have a second basic, huh? Probably should have a second basic in this deck. Traverse the Ulvenwald. Well, that does count. So... kind of awkward that we can't traverse and play 3-2. So I guess we just go Traverse for Greasefang, draw a card. But I should probably draw first, because that might inform what I want to get off Traverse. Yeah, let's draw first. Okay. Let's get the Fang. And this way we can draw Thoughtseize. Don't we have Delirium? Yeah, but again, I wanted to cast this first, because if I draw Greasefang off of this, I'll probably get something different than the Traverse. I would probably get shielded at that point. You know what I mean? So I wanted to use this to inform what I was getting off of the Traverse. Okay, Snap takes Greasefang. It's okay, we can just play Chariot. And we have this counterspell covered with second Chariot. No counterspell, that's good. Also, notably, they're at 14, which is pretty low. Yeah, the old double Thoughtseize. Juan Shark. Sorry, I'm just doing something. Virtue of Persistence. Okay, so Dread Knight crew, attack with Chariot, play Copter. What they have? No! Not my thing. It's okay. We're chilling. One second, chat. Sorry, chat. All right, we're good. What'd they do? They passed the turn. He's ordering Bonehammer. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, now what? So we probably should Chariot first. Then I can use the cat token to crew the Copter. Okay, Copterino. Move to the combat phase. I would like to not have to discard, or not have to, I would like to not have to play the Boseiju. They have Settle? Do they really have Settle? Looks like they do. Okay, sure. No, that's fine. Cool. Oh, I have sixth. It doesn't matter. And maybe it does. I did not want to have six there. I should have played the Mosswood. Okay. Your turn. I'm all flustered right now, chap. How happy am I that Karn finally got the hammer? Very, very happy. Yeah, the settle the wreckage got me all hot and bothered. Got me all flustered. Ooh, good draw. White, black, Colorless. Cast this card. Do we play the Dread Knight? I think we do. Yeah, I think we play the Dread Knight. How do I fix it if my MTGO crashes every time I click on collection? I've never had that happen, so I honestly don't know. That's kind of a weird bug to have. Is Greasefang usually favored versus control? I don't know. I feel like game 1 you maybe are. Post-board games could get a little tougher, though. What's this? Sure. That's fine. Okay, I'll crew with these two. Attack. We even have Boseiju to cover Virtue, if that matters. I don't really think it does. Kind of just rinsing people with this deck, huh? Then we have the backup Parhelion next turn. I mean, they could find a Wrath. Yeah, we're kind of fucked if they find a Wrath. We do have the Dread Knight to replay, so... Yeah, honestly, Tombra, I have not had that bug before, so I'm not 100% sure. It's a very strange bug to have. Are we going to get our third 5-0 today? I've just been trophying left and right, man. Too many trophies. Trophies. Yeah, I think I can't stay away more than Vessel. I'm not sure, though. It's pretty close. Oath of Kaya. Something tells me that's probably not good enough. Yeah, Copter can't fail. You can't, I mean, you really can't go wrong. If you register 4 copies of Smuggler's Copter, you can't really go that wrong. Guess we'll do this. Attack you. Attack here. Make a copy of a cat. Is this going to be the Chadcast Parhelion game? What if I only register 3? Yeah, if you register 3, you definitely get snap banned. They have to draw exactly Farewell this turn. I think that's their only out. Well, they haven't been playing lands, right? So they could have Farewell in hand, maybe. We're kind of fucked if they find Farewell. Although, we can then Chadcast, so... There's no way they have multiple settles in their deck, right? Okay, now I don't care. Uno... Technically, if they have Settle, I'd rather crew with the Dread Knight. Right? Slightly better. It's 1 less damage, but I'd rather have them not exile the Dread Knight. Do they really have another Settle? I was joking. Opponent, I was joking. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I accept. Oh, man. I was like, surely they don't have multiple settles in their deck. They are exiling Chariot. Okay, that's fine. So 14, we copy that. They go to 10. Can we afford to play around Farewell? Just not cast anything? Oh, math time. Math time, math time. I'm fairly convinced their last card is Farewell. So if I cast Parhelion and they Farewell me, I can untap and play Chariot. It's not bad. I mean, I have to do it for chat, right? I just have to do it for chat. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, Breck. It was one of my mods. I couldn't find anything, so... Just don't do anything stupid. That's all I'm going to say. With Copter everywhere, is it time for me to bring back my buddy Fairy Vandal? Enlighten me on the text of Fairy Vandal. I forgot about that one. The Chadcast. Okay, no Farewell. That's good. It's kind of nice that Parhelion has Vigilance. It's kind of free to cast first. Would I say that this feels like the best Copter deck? I mean, this deck is good, but I don't necessarily believe that it's the best Copter deck, if that makes sense. This deck is very good, but it doesn't... I don't know if it necessarily takes the best advantage of Copter. I think that there are maybe other decks that are lower to the ground, because, Copter is much better in aggressive shells, and this deck is... I mean, it's more of a combo deck than an aggressive deck, right? Not that I'm telling you that Copter is bad in this deck, but I think that decks like Gruul and Boros maybe take advantage of the aggression of Copter more than this deck. And it's like, it's actually kind of awkward because if you play Copter on 2, it doesn't bin your Parhelion on 3, so it like doesn't even contribute to your nut draws. So it did feel a little awkward. Now, that being said, the card itself is so powerful that I think it is worth playing. I did like the Suppliers. Again, especially because we're playing Copter, I did think Supplier was pretty good. So that felt good. The Can't Stay Aways were very good every time we drew them. Traverse package, I could maybe take or leave. So this stuff I'm not sure about. I like Supplier. I like Can't Stay, I like Bitter Triumph. All this stuff is good. Don't Cut a Copter, Raffine's Informant, Grisly Salvage. The only cards that I would consider trimming or moving around is these 3 slots right here. It's very subtle. I was pretty impressed with Flanker. I do like this card. It's nice because it's kind of multi-purpose in the sense of it's good against the heavy graveyard decks, but it's also just fine against control because it's just a flash threat that's good against sweepers, where like if they sweep you, then you just make like a, I don't know, 6 power thing with flash. Yeah, card seems very good. The Doom Whisperer, the Shieldred, like good plan Bs in the board. This deck just felt super clean. The second boat in the sideboard, I think you probably want to cut this too. Maybe just play like second Hearse. Oh, also need a basic plains. That came up once. If you're going to play Traverse, you have to play 2 basics. Because that definitely was super awkward. But yeah, YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one. Man, we had a lot of trophies today. 3 trophies in the same day? Sheesh.